in the league. Bro, I've heard
Well, I don't
ridiculous
believe that.
statements,
I don't
bro.
believe that.
Even from
I'm
Arsenal
saying-
fans, bro. It's not true.
Yeah,
There's no team that would do 11 right now at this time in the season.
I don't
Even Aston
believe
Villa bought that
No,
11.
but,
But
hey,
we
but
know why.
Tony Claude, I think Abs is saying basically that people have to respect the fact that, like, historically City have shown an ability to be consistent. Even last season, and I think I agree with you, Abs. I think they were on the best form to end the season last season, even though they finished third. I think, if I'm remembering correct, I watched all
Well,
these
who
things.
are the killers down there? With
Yeah, I know.
What Jan was talking about.
No, I'm not saying they don't have.
Them
I'm not saying they don't have.
Who did it with them?
No,
the
Tony
moment
Claude,
those killers left them, Liverpool won the title.
No, Tony Claude, I'm not saying that they don't.
The moment those killers left them, Liverpool won the title.
No, but I'm saying I'm not saying that they don't have killers, because you know me, I believe in Arsenal. I'm just saying, obviously, I like to play devil's advocate in arguments. I understand the City side. I think the problem is for this season is that if you look at their calendar year in 2026, they've only won two games in all comps. I think if I'm correct, or 3 games, including Champions League. Like, their form is not showing any that for me. I'm not saying, obviously, if you look at the last 2, you can say, okay, do you know what, they're turning the corner? Let's see what they do against Fulham. I think because our game is even, I think, the last game of the week, so, you know, everyone's going to be watching our game. You know how it's looking. You know what I'm saying? That's what is the PTSD. I'm saying, if you're looking at it off the season, and this is what I've looked at, because I'm not looking at City. I looked at the game, I watched the game. If they lost and it was a 9-point lead, well, amazing. If they had drawn and an 8-point lead, amazing. If they had won, which they did, 6-point lead, it's still a 2-game swing. They still need Arsenal to lose 2 games, and they need to capitalize in game weeks where they haven't shown that they have done that on us. Because when we were going through our blipping period, Forest, Liverpool, United, they didn't win in those game weeks. I think it was only the Wolves game, but by that time we had, I think it was a 7-point lead. And also, like, I think the problem with Arsenal is that we have to see ourselves show a bit of a second blip. Like, since that last blip that we had, we've caned Leeds 4-0 and we caned Sunderland 3-0. That tells me a team that's changed their tone. That's because before that, we were winning games 2-1 and 3-2 and all these kind of close kind of games and stuff. And it was looking, now it's like a belt to us type of situation.
But
we'll see what we do to Brent.
That is though, Cape. You know why that is though, Cape? Because Havertz has come in and he's playing more of like a second.
Yeah, as an SS, yeah. We're playing like a 4-4-2 still. So that means the managers then change the system and implemented something that's helped the team. Whether you credit the manager or don't, that goes to your say. But either way, like, obviously, if we go to Brentford, and that will be with all the pressure we're talking about, and we handle business, like, I also agree with Tony. I think we're going to handle business against Brentford. Probably.
Gazzo has a good record against Brentford, guys.
Yeah, well, again, but simultaneously,
Gazzo has a good record against Brentford.
We're talking about
Havertz
that has a manager.
Dang, exactly. He has a good record against Brentford, bro. Could be seeing goals on the day.
Yeah. Brentford are a very good team. I'm not saying the game's going to be easy. Like, I think they're similar to the narrative going into the Leeds game.
Champions smack those teams no matter what.
Yeah. Going into the Sunderland game, obviously, Sunderland were 8th. I know their away form was bad, but obviously Sunderland are a good team. They've caused us problems in the away fixture.
Nottingham Forest smacked them up away from home.
In the Leeds game, I was hearing that Leeds are great at Ellen Road, and you know, all types of stuff, and we made that game look very easy. I'm not just saying that blindly Arsenal going to do that, but we seem to have turned the corner to where it's like ruthless. It's not like we're not like, the games, as you say, it's not like I'm saying the whole 90 minutes is ruthless, but by the end of full time in the last 2 Premier League games, we've not once worried or be concerned about the opposition causes us any threats. We've got 2 clean sheets and we've been scoring goals. Our striker now, who I've criticised, is now in a very good reign of form, and the team is flowing. Of course, whether we want to credit that to Havertz or credit that to Odegaard or whatever you want to credit to, that's for us to kind of get into. But either way, the team's showing us a level of consistency that I think till they show us another blip and City show us consistency, then those 2 things match. But if City win and Arsenal win the league. So it doesn't really matter until Arsenal stop winning. So that's why I don't want, like, I'm saying we shouldn't be focusing on if City can do something until Arsenal show signs that they're going to allow that to happen. Because if we win against Brentford, that's probably the biggest win of the week, because playing last after City potentially making it 3 points and then extending that lead again and probably beating a team that's in good form.
I've got some questions here, people. Yeah, sorry, I've got some questions here. Yeah, I don't know if this is a question or statement, but question is: Man City got Fulham? Is Man City got Fulham? That should be easy for them. We have Brentford, who is an informed team, exactly with Thiago up front. So we will be 3 points above Man City if they win. 6 points, isn't it?
Well, so like it'd be 3 points, but we would have that technically. We'd have that game in hand, like up until the following day.
Oh, so if we win 3 points,
Yeah, Man City beat Fulham, they're gonna be the points gap will be 3 until we play, and obviously he's saying that the Brentford game is a harder game than the Fulham game, so he's basically saying it's not just he's scared. That's what this comment is saying is that he's scared. Basically, is what he's saying.
No, but
I mean, like,
go on, let Craig go, and I'll answer the next question. Go on.
But the last time Fulham played Man City, it was 5-4 game. They were very unlucky to score to equalise. Everyone keeps on thinking Man City are going to run over Fulham. Fulham are a good team. They've got good players. They've got some good wingers, tricky wingers. Awardby's in good form.
Some ex Arsenal boys as well, fam.
So they might do a job for us on whenever they're playing them. So I'm not really on this bandwagon that Man City are going to win easily. They're going to have to work hard to win that game.
Man City's defense is not great. Like I'm not trying to glaze it. Like what I watched yesterday, Liverpool, that they're not
don't even go there. Okay, don't even go to that. Don't even go there. Don't go there. This man don't even want that argument. Don't even go there. Because you go there to open a can of worms. And these mans are not ready for that kind of worms. They're not ready for it. They're not ready for it. City have to prove to us this season the level of consistency. The same way these armchair pundits are holding Arsenal, to actually show some freaking mentality. I get that. I understand that completely. But the team they're pitching us against hasn't even shown us any form of consistency in any manner this season, bro.
Simultaneously, though,
the scorers aren't firing on cylinders. The midfielders used to bail them out are not bailing them out no more. Foden's goals are dried up.
Despite the fact that they haven't been consistent, though, Tony, and again, like this is where I say, rather we can't let our foot off the gas pedal. Like we have to keep at the end of the day, doesn't matter what any other team does. We have to be focused on what we're doing, right? So again, but to that end, we can't be complacent. And simultaneously, we just have to, we have to show that we have the mentality. We have to, we have to demonstrate that we can, that we can put a string of games together on a consistent form. There's a lot of pressure on us, and again, it'll be matches, from now up until the end of the season that'll demonstrate whether or not this squad and this manager has the mentality. I'm happy to praise Arteta,
but there's also pressure on City. There's also pressure on City too. Massive pressure on City too. I saw Rodri come out in an interview, Dr. Seymour. I saw Rodri come out in an interview and actually accuse the referees and the PG Mole of not being neutral.
Honestly,
that's a sign of flinching. That's a sign of flinching. But where is the mentality? If it was an Arsenal player or an Arsenal captain that did that, we'll look at it and say, oh, okay, the pressure is on. Okay, where's the mentality? Okay, come, guys, see, everyone is feeling the pressure. They've not shown us any form of consistency.
We've done that, Tony. We've done that in the past.
They're not going to do it. There's no run.
Yeah, but at the same time, we've done that in the past too. Come on, this motherfucker was blaming the different ball for the Carabao Cup last year. Come on, we've done the same thing.
A couple of years ago.
No, that was last year when he blamed the ball. But all I'm saying is this. And I'm coming at this from the perspective of my other club, Napoli. When you look at how Napoli won the league last year with Conte, you have to realize it's going the same way for Arsenal, similar to how it was also going for Liverpool in the previous league. The rest of the league was shit. Liverpool was not that. Liverpool was just consistent. They didn't play great last year. They were just the most consistent team, which led them to winning the title last year. Same thing with Napoli. They rode their luck. Arsenal right now, all the luck is going in our favor. And you know what? The champions forced the luck to go in their favor. We've seen it every year. How many times did the luck go Manchester United's way when Fergie was the coach? All the fucking time. We've seen the luck go Manchester City's way when all the killers were there with Pep. The champions forced their luck. That's why I'm saying with Arsenal, Just keep the same grind going. Keep going the same way about it so you force the luck to go in your favor and ride it out. That's what Arsenal's got to do. That's why we're all saying the biggest threat to Arsenal not winning is Arsenal. City shouldn't mean shit to us at this point. We all know. Doesn't matter who City's going to run up against in these last remaining games of the season. City's going to drop at least 2 to 3 more games. We know that for a fact. And even if Arsenal drops 2 to 3 more games, we still got the cushion. We just need to take advantage at the certain points when they drop to get a little bit more points there. Other than that, no, the pressure's on both teams, but you still got to ride your luck out. City hasn't rode their luck out. When we dropped points, City didn't take advantage. We took a little bit of an advantage because, look, we were 7 points ahead going into December. We're back up to 6. We dropped a little bit, but went back up to 6. We just got to ride it out. Just keep writing it out and don't make any, and to what the doc says, ride out the luck, but don't make any critical fucking mistakes like he did in 22-23. Had we rode the luck out with how good Trossard was when Trossard came in and we were smacking teams off the fucking block for 7 straight weeks, and then he rushed Jesus back, took Trossard out, who was the main reason why we were doing that the way that we were going forward and playing good football, then look what happened. We only won 1 game in 7. We dropped the 8-point lead and City passed us right on by. That's where he's talking about with the PTSD. Ride the luck out. You ride this luck out, keep playing the hot hands that are hot in this team and ride their luck out. We're winning the league. We're winning the league. City ain't that fucking team, man. I'm telling you. City is not that team. Rodri's not saving their ass. Rodri is not on Ballon d'Or form like he was. Ain't nobody on that form like they were 2 years ago when they last won the league. All we need to do is just ride our luck out and we will win.
Yeah, and the only thing I can say, to even piggyback on that, as we know, like on paper, a lot of, on paper,
I can't
a
hear
lot
the
of
doc.
these. Am I on mute?
Maybe it's me.
No, I can hear you. Can you hear Seymour?
We can hear you.
So look, a lot of these matches on paper are solid, and we should, and we should be. I mean, in theory, we should be able to get over the line on paper. However, simultaneously, as we'll recall, several years ago, like we had that 3-3 draw to Southampton at home. We also, I think we also lost to Brighton 2 or 3-0 at home. Again, the thing that worries me the most is just, I don't think we have been very consistent this season. To be very frank with you, a lot of the other teams have been even more inconsistent than we have been, and that's where I find a little bit of concern. So because again, City have been poor this year. They have been very poor, but they are still only 2 matches striking distance away from us. So to that end, the most important games. And before I go, big up Gianni. Sorry about that, man.
Big up Gianni, man.
But probably 2 of the biggest matches that remain this season are the Carabao Cup final and the away leg at the Etihad. If things go pear-shaped in the Carabao Cup final, I think that's going to be very damaging psychologically.
Ooh, this is a good point. And me and Craig, actually, we live quite close to the ground. Craig literally is on the doorstep of Wembley, while I can see Wembley.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to let Craig come in because Craig's not really said much on this panel today, and I really want to give it.
Craig, that's true.
Craig, do you agree?
Man.
Do you agree with Dr. Seymour, or do you disagree that if we don't beat City in the finals, do you think this can impact us winning the Premier League?
I totally agree with Dr. Seymour. I thought that beating City in the cup final would be the extra confidence boost that'll just get us over the line, get our first monkey off our back, win that trophy. As I said to you in our show last week, get that win over the line, and then we go to get us confidence to go on and win the league. If City win that cup, they're gonna have all the confidence to go and win. They're gonna be on. They're going on a run, and they're gonna go on and maybe are confident. When you lose a game, especially a big game like a cup final, the energy will be drained out of the players. Like, look what Man United used to win Carabao Cups. They're going to win the league. They're going to win trebles. That game, that's the crucial game that will win the league. That will give them you know, we could get the extra push to get us to the next of the line. They'll go on and see how much more trophies we can pick up after that. So I do agree with Dr. Seba. I think we have to beat City in the cup final. Has to happen. Have to beat them. Doesn't matter how we beat them, but we have to beat them and have a statement. That would be a statement win for us to, you know, say, you know what, that's a marker. And when we play them with the Etihad, you know, even if we don't beat them, if we don't lose against them, then we know we go on to win the league. So, but I want to go and beat them at the Etihad. We haven't beat them for a long time there. So, yeah.
Yeah, but we have no other option than to win this guy, Dr. Seymour and Craig. There's no other option than to beat them. And again, they have a bit of a disadvantage going into that game, Seymour and Craig. Matt Gay wouldn't be in that game. I mean, they were trying to bend the rules to, you know, of course, you know, City, you know, they try to bend the rules anytime they like.